Hello and welcome to another Doctor Who DVD review. In this DVD review I shall be looking at the Ice Warriors. But first I would like to do a bit of a chat to the next videos, what shall be coming next. So review wise, now these are definitely going to happen because these are requests. So the next review after this is Paradise Towers, then Time Lash, and then Enemy of the World, and another story. Those are the stories I've sort of got set because they're requests, and I'll probably do some others before Christmas. I've also got to do a room tour, which would be an interesting video. So yeah, that's basically it for requests really. But I have got some special 50th videos planned, like Dalek Mania. I've still got to do my top 5 10th Doctor and 11th Doctor stories. Yeah, so that's basically it. So if we get on with the actual review, so I'll start off with the cover like I do with any other Doctor Who DVD review I review. So at the top we have BBC, Doctor Who, with the Ice Warriors. Now we've got these sort of circles pulsating upwards there. We've got 2 Ice Warriors, one just standing and the other using its sonic blaster. Now these 2 Ice Warriors have already been used on a cover on the Silent Stars Go By novel. Of course that was re-released this year, part of the 50th anniversary book range. We have Patrick Troughton in the middle, then we have the TARDIS on its side as it appears in part 1. Then we have a purple Patrick Troughton banner, even though it is sort of black on camera, so we've got his dates there. This is a 2-disc set. Now the spine really does stand out with this nice sort of ice effect and this light blue. What really does stand out with the rest of the DVDs. On the back we have pictures from the story. The story is by Brian Hales, who wrote all the Ice Warrior stories, I believe, up until the Monster of Peladon, and of course Mark Gatiss has revived these cold-blooded foes in Cold War. So this story was first broadcast on the 11th of November to the 16th of December 1967. Total running time is 147 minutes, so this is a 6-parter. So if we look inside this DVD, on this one we have the lovely Ice Warriors, and then the booklet features the Ice Warrior using its sonic blaster. And on disc 2 we have a lovely picture of Patrick Troughton, well, the same picture used on the main cover of the DVD. Now disc 2 contains the special features like you would expect with any other 2-disc set release of the DVD line, and the main disc, disc 1, contains the story and a few little special features. So let's look at the special features themselves in this DVD. If I can get the booklet out, which would be helpful. There we are. So on disc 1 we have commentary for episode 1, 4, 5 and 6, and commentary for animated episode 2, and commentary for episode 3 as well. Then on disc 1 also we have subtitle production notes. On disc 2 these are the main features. We have Cold Fusion, a documentary discussing the making of the Ice Warriors. Beneath the Ice, that looks at the new animated 2 episodes for this DVD. VHS link, so if you're not a fan of the animated episode, then you can always go retro and have the VHS links with the telesnaps. We have Blue Peter Design a Monster, a competition to design your own monster, where Patrick Troughton and some other people would have judged which monster is the best for different age categories. Doctor Who Stories, Fraser Hines Part 2, Photo Gallery, animated original Ice Warrior trailer. Now that was a trailer for the Ice Warriors, but not what was missing, but is being animated. The Coming Soon trailer, which is Scream of the Shauka, and we have Radio Times listings, and on the back of the booklet we have the chapter points and some more pictures from the story. Okay, my overall thoughts for the Ice Warriors are, I love this story. It's a really good story. Much like the Dalek Invasion of Earth, this story is a Marmite story. It's basically, some people love it and some people hate it. Now, personally I said that I do like this story for some reasons. It has it's the first appearance of the Ice Warriors. Now, the Ice Warriors are one of my favourite monsters of Doctor Who, and I just love the design of these big lumbering sort of reptile creatures. Even though they're not really lumbering anymore, they're spindly little creatures inside, which sort of ruins the illusion of that. The sets are wonderful. They look very believable of this sort of Ice Age world, and for the time this story was made, the sets stand up pretty well, and it's more eerie, but they're in black and white. I don't think they would have the same effect if they were in colour. There's another reason why I like this story is it has Patrick Troughton as the Doctor now. Patrick Troughton is one of my favourite Doctors, so hey, what's not to love about it? And this story, especially episode 1, really does show the chemistry between the second Doctor, Victoria, and Jamie, when they're clambering out of the TARDIS on its side, which does have a few funny moments and really does show the relationship. I know we've all heard the stories of them, but they had a bit of a laugh and a giggle, in rehearsals and playing tricks and what have you. But it's really nice to see all that channeled into that scene, and it's nice to see that relationship displayed on screen, not off camera. It's nice to see that on camera, the sort of relationship. Yes, now it features one of my favourite actors from one of my favourite comedy series, which is Peter Sallis, who played Pembley in this story, or you guys may know him better for Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. So there he is, Peter Sallis. Yeah, so like any other story, and it being a Marmite story, you can expect a few bad points. But if we're being really critical, this story does drag, but for me, I find it alright. It does drag in a few places, but it does make up for it in other parts of the story, what you would expect. But personally, I like this story. I've got nothing against it. It's just quite an ambitious story for the time, and I think it does work rather well. So yes, but if you're going to buy this or thinking of purchasing this, then I'd suggest you try before you buy. So if you like what you see, then please do go and get it, because it is a great story. But if you don't like what you see, then you can sort of hold off for a while until it becomes a bit cheaper. But yes, I would recommend getting the Ice Warriors. It is a fantastic little Patrick Troughton adventure, and it's a perfect way to sort of celebrate the Patrick Troughton era in a way. I know we've got 2 more Patrick Troughton DVDs, well 3, about to be released on DVD, which is going to be exciting to see. The animation itself for this story is the same sort of flash animation as the Invasion, even though I would have preferred the Reign of Terror animation, but it's probably keeping consistent with the other Patrick Troughton episodes were animated. So yeah, I find the animated DVDs a lot more special to get, because you're seeing the story in full, not having bits missing or what have you. And yeah, I just love the animated DVDs, and this is no exception. It features some brilliant special features, and yeah, it's just a great DVD and a great story. So overall, I would recommend this. As I said a few minutes ago, yeah, this story does need to be a bit of a watch before you actually get the physical item. But yeah, thank you for watching this review. My next DVD review will be of Paradise Towers. But for now, goodbye.